think I'll do something mad and I think I'm gonna dead it tonight.
Liar!
Hey guys, it's your girl Brandy, aka Brandy4. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. I do lots of videos on pop culture, Love Island, blah blah blah. So if you like any of those things, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm actually doing weekly recaps of Love Island season 9, so make sure you subscribe because your girl isn't holding back. Your girl not holding back. So let's get right into it. So first, I wanted to talk about the dumping. So we had a double dumping where Harris and Anime both got dumped from the villa. And quite frankly, I could care less. Honestly, Olivia was not into Harris. She was not into Harris because one, Harris is young and immature, and we all saw that. And two, Olivia, she has her eyes on Tom, and she's in this competition with Zara right now. So she's too focused on that and not focused on Harris in the slightest. So when he left, I wasn't surprised. And also, I have a theory that the producers put a bug in Aaron and Jessie's ears, telling them to dump Harris because of the video circulating where Harris is beating someone up. So I'm just going to say, leave that at that, and yeah. And then with Anime, she was a sweet girl, but she was boring. And she didn't have substance. And I'm genuinely shocked by Anime because I really thought she was going to give Georgia from season 4 vibes. In her intro video or whatnot, she made it seem like she was going to be so lively, but she was the exact opposite of that. She wasn't giving anything. And honestly, if Kai is calling you boring, you're probably boring because he is boring. Didn't care that they left, so it is what it is. However, I was very annoyed that Tanyel and Tanya were in the bottom 3. That didn't make any sense to me considering they're both like in, I would say, the strongest situations at the moment. Yes, I don't really like Kai, but I do like Tanyel, but also like they are really into each other. So I was very confused as to why they were in the bottom 3. Obviously, people are really into the whole Zara and Olivia drama. That's why they were more so putting their vote towards that. But I think that was a very bad mistake. And I'll get into Zara and Olivia a little later in the video. Yeah, let's shift gears to the new Bombshells, Ellie and Spencer. Ellie, I think she is very confident, and I actually like her as a bombshell. She's doing what she needs to do, which is bring drama and shake things up. However, I don't like that she kind of put all her eggs in Ron's basket. That was not a good move in the slightest. It showed towards the end of this week. Spoiler alert, they did go on a date. Ellie and Ron, they went on a date, and Ron, ended up cutting Ellie off. And honestly, I'll get into that a little bit after this, but yeah, I honestly think it's because Ellie put all her eggs in one basket. And it's crazy because we saw the same thing with David putting his eggs only in Tanya's basket, and that didn't work. I just need these new bombshells to not just like solely focus on one person because that won't get them far in the game at all. The next you have is Spencer. Spencer, he seems like he's mainly into Olivia. And yeah, that's all I'm really getting from him. He looks like Tom, but better looking than Tom. But otherwise, I'm not really getting anything different from him. I feel like, I don't know why the producers are bringing in the same people. It doesn't really make sense. Like, let's change it up. Let's bring in people who look different. It's kind of getting boring, to be honest. And yeah, I would rather them not bringing more bombshells next week. I really hope they don't bring in any more bombshells. But yes, let's shift gears to the whole Ron, Lana, and Ellie situation. So it's crazy because the first few days, the first few episodes, I was saying that I was very much team Ron because Ron, he's a cheeky guy. He is funny, he has personality, and he's cute. And it's crazy because I was very much team Ron and Lana because I saw Andrew and Tasha in them. And yes, it's bad to compare from previous seasons, but that's all you can do. It's kind of like naive, or I don't know. It's kind of just like ridiculous to be like, don't compare to last season, because like, how can you not compare to previous seasons? Like, it's bound to happen. That being said, it's very frustrating with Ron because he continues to change his mind on things. And he says that he's very much into Lana. I know it's early days. Yes, it is early days. He can go and explore if he wants. However, if you're saying that you want to get to know other people and you're not married off, I want you to tell Lana that exactly how you're telling other people in the villa that.
I think I'll do something mad and I think I'm gonna dead it tonight.
Honestly, don't force yourself to do anything. You can
I'm not
literally...
forcing myself to, but I feel like I just want to.
Because when Ellie pulls him to the side and is like, look, I'm trying to get to know you. I don't like how everybody's kind of just married off and whatnot. And he's like, yeah, I agree. I'm not trying to be married off. That's not my girlfriend yet. It's fine that he's saying that. However, tell Lana that. I want that same energy with Lana. Because you're telling Lana, the way you're telling Lana is like, it's going to take a lot for somebody to like really turn my head. He's making it seem like he's like solely for her and only her. And then he goes back and tells Ellie and then tells all the guys like, oh, I need to explore more connections. I need to explore more. Have that same energy with Lana because now Lana is very confused. That's what pisses me off about Ron. And it's just like every time somebody comes into the villa, it's like, oh, I need to explore. I need to explore. My gosh, like how many people do you need to explore? And that's my thing about this season. Like, yes, it is early days, obviously. However, it's like at some point, y'all gotta like choose who you actually are the most interested in. Stop prolonging it. Stop saying like, oh, we still have so much time left. Because at the end of the day, you don't know when you're going to get dumped from the island. You have to choose every day, like take every day with a grain of salt. You have to choose your choices wisely because you just don't know when you're going to get kicked off. You cannot necessarily compare this experience to the real world. And that's what's very frustrating because they keep like saying, oh, on the outside, I would be doing this, which is fine. But like, you're not on the outside. And emotions are a lot more heightened for like half of the islanders here, if we're being honest. So it's kind of silly to be like, oh, but it's early days. But it's only a few y'all in this villa getting to know each other, talking to each other all day with no social media distractions or anything. So emotions are obviously heightened. So I don't know. I just think everyone needs to like choose someone like soon. At this point, it's getting old. We're on week 2 now. By week 3, I want to see couples forming. I'm tired of it's early days. It's not necessarily early days. It's been what, like 12 days. Like it's not early anymore and y'all need to decide. And that's where I respected Shaq in this case when they had their like morning huddles and whatnot. And Ron, he was still very much confused. Like, oh, I want to get to know Ellie a bit more because I'm not married off at the end of the day. Everybody, you know, all the guys kissing his ass per usual. All the guys are just always kissing each other's ass. No one actually calls people out and holds people accountable. But good thing Shaq was there to hold this man accountable. Shaq holds him accountable is like, honestly, you're not necessarily being straight up with Lana. You're going back and forth. Actions speak louder than words. Like at this point, you got to choose. Like stop doing that. Like, oh, I have to get to know this person though. Like time is ticking. Like you could get dumped any second. Like stop playing games. Like, you know, Lana is for you. So just stay with Lana. Like it is what it is. And so I'm so glad that Shaq said something. And then I love how as soon as Shaq was finished, Tom's like, but yeah, you're fine. Just do what you gotta do. Annoying. And yeah, otherwise with Ellie, I actually don't mind Ellie. I think she's cool. And I think it was kind of funny that Lana, she wanted to confront Ellie about like her recoupling speech. But then Ellie like definitely took charge in that conversation and was like, look, I'm a bombshell and I'm doing what a bombshell is supposed to do. And Lana didn't really have much to say. I don't know. Lana's giving me, I don't really like her vibe, to be honest. If I'm being honest, I'm not feeling Lana. I'm not feeling her. I think she's just like, nah, I don't know. Not my fave. Yes, child, let me talk about the Olivia, Zara, Tom situation. I'm so over the love triangle. Ain't gonna hold you. Don't get me wrong, the first like day or 2 of it, the how bruv, that was funny. Like that was some good drama. However, it's getting to a point now where it's obvious that the Islanders and the producers have an issue with Zara. Don't get me wrong, I was not feeling Zara that episode where, because Olivia was talking to Tom, she went ahead and like decided to express interest in Shaq when that was never the case to begin with. I thought that was very weird, especially after Tanya had just hooked up with Shaq the night before. Found that very odd. So yeah, it made me like question Zara's intentions. That being said, I think the Olivia and Zara thing, people are taking it a little too far. And I'm saying this because Friday's episode, when they were playing their challenge, it seemed like everybody was coming at Zara for absolutely no reason. For instance, Lana, she's like, oh, the couple least likely to last on the outside, Zara and Tom. And then Olivia like has to make out with the guys that she fancies the most or whatnot. Makes out with Tom. And then, of course, and this is what pisses me off. Of course, Tom gets the question, like, choose 3 Islanders who has the best face, personality, and body. He chooses Olivia for face, Zara for body, and Lana for personality. Mind you, he is coupled up with Zara. Mind you, he's been like full on with Zara. Why would you say that? Like, that is literally the dumbest thing you could possibly do. Say you don't like her and go. So you only like her for her body. That's literally what he was saying. I'm sorry, but next episode, if Zara doesn't cut him off, I don't feel bad. Because that is a slap across the face. And my issue with Tom, it's not even so much Olivia and Zara. My issue is with Tom because he is so not straight up. Zara would be like, yo, like, I really want to know your intentions. Literally just tell me. Tom is like, I'm having a great time with you. Like, I'm liking you the most. When Olivia asks him the same question, I'm not married off. I'm still trying to get to know you. Why aren't you being straight up? That's what pisses me off. You're not being straight up with how you genuinely feel. You're kind of playing a game right now. And then now Ellie is expressing interest in him. And now he's going to be saying the exact same thing to Ellie. He is not straight up with these women and I want him gone. He's not even that cute for him to be getting all these women. I don't understand it, if I'm being honest, but I want him gone. I'm over it. I'm over it because, like, why are we still looking at this love triangle? If this goes on to week 3, I will be so over the season, to be honest, because it's like, at this point, y'all are playing in Zara's face. You're playing in her face for what? Why is she going through all this? Why are the Islanders calling her aggressive? Why are the Islanders, everybody is like Team Olivia, which is fine and whatnot. Like, the situation was a mess within itself. However, nobody is actually like empathizing with what Zara is going through. Nobody's actually like trying to see Zara's point of view, which makes me very frustrated. Their mind is set that Zara is like a horrible person and I really don't understand it. But anyways, moving on to Tanya and Shaq. And this is an interesting one because obviously you see like they've grown closer and closer with each other. At first you see Zara express interest in Shaq out of nowhere. I don't know where that came from, but you know, eventually, I guess that's over and done with because Shaq isn't necessarily like trying to get to know Zara anymore anyway. And it seems like that's the thing, like Shaq is so into Tanya and you can tell. And people are just projecting onto Shaq and Tanya and that's what's really pissing me off. And I'm actually going to do a video on just like Black people who watch the show, how we project onto these Black couples on Love Island, because everybody is swearing up and down that they're moving so fast. They're moving so fast. Their relationship isn't real. It's just lust. Shaq is falling too deep. Tanya doesn't really like Shaq. Ask yourself this question. Why do you feel that way? Why do you think that they're moving so? Isn't that the point of Love Island, to find someone that you connect with? If they found that within each other on the first week, why is that an issue? Like, ask yourself this. Why is that an issue? Like, everybody is so shocked. Like, oh my gosh, they're moving so fast. First of all, when has this ever been like something new on Love Island where couples move fast? All of a sudden, everybody has an issue with Shaq, like, expressing his interest in Tanya heavy, full on. He's just not wasting time. He's just not playing games. To me, it's like, okay, Shaq sees Tanya as the one. He went on this show looking for the one. He sees that in Tanya. So therefore, he's, you know, he is exploring that. And it so happens that Tanya is feeling the same way. It so happens that they're clicking instantly and everything is going great. Why is that an issue to everyone? Neither of them have proven to me that, like, they're incapable of letting this go on for long. They're both capable of letting this relationship go for as long as it needs to. I don't understand why everybody is so shocked at how fast they're going. It's Love Island, isn't it? Not like they're not going to be in the villa for that. They're going to be in the villa for a month, 2 months. So I don't understand. Anyway. And then, yeah, Tanyel and Kai. So now the anime is gone. It seems as though they're definitely getting closer with each other. Kai, you can tell that he's liking Tanyel more and more. And Tanyel is obviously opening up more to Kai, which I like. She's finally, you know, breaking her walls down with him. Love that for her. However, I don't think they're gonna last. He's boring. He's too boring for her. That's just my opinion. Like, I don't even have much to say on them because of how boring they are as a couple. And it's crazy because Tanyel is like the opposite of boring. She's like one of the best Islanders on this cast right now. But because she's with Kai, I'm not getting anything. And honestly, Casamore needs to hurry up because I just know for a fact Tanyel's head is going to turn. And quite frankly, I think Kai's head is going to turn as well. I have nothing to say about them because, like, they're not giving anything. Next, and Will and Jessie. Will and Jessie, they're an interesting one. Everybody's basically fangirling over them because everybody loves Will. And this is not a Dr. Alex case because Will is actually way better than Dr. Alex. His personality is great. He's funny. He's a lovable character on the show. And people love that, and they love that Jessie is into Will. However, I'm not gonna try to act like I believe they're going to last. Jessie knows that Will is a fan favorite. Of course she knows. She's been on this show before. Of course she knows who is going to be a fan favorite. All the Islanders love him. He was obviously voted like favorite Islander from the last voting. She knows what she's doing. Also, she lives in Australia. How is this gonna last? How is this gonna last? I don't think that she's attracted to him. I don't think she's physically attracted to him, if I'm being honest. Let's see how week 3 goes, but right now I'm not getting that vibe from her. I wouldn't be surprised if Casamore came around and she recoupled with someone else. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest because I'm not feeling that from her, and I don't see how this would work. But all I know is whoever Will ends up with, he's likely going to win the show. So yeah, it is what it is. It's looking like Will's season, even though I really want Tanya and Shaq to win. But anyways. And then last we have is Aaron. First of all, Aaron is really team furniture because I have not seen him like at all this entire week. This man really is just in the background. Nobody's paying him any mind. Because, like, where has he been? But also, I think the producers are purposely not showing him because of Courtney from Love Island Australia season 3 basically exposed Aaron after Aaron decided to kind of bad talk, like trash talk her on Love Island After Sun for absolutely no reason. He really didn't have to say anything. And so I guess after that triggered Courtney to then speak out and be like, this man was a huge bully. And I believe it. He was not great on his season. He was an a-hole on his season. Also, I just found it really funny, like in the challenge on Friday, he got the question of who's the fakest Islander. I think that's what he said. And he chose Zara.
Islander do you think is the most likely to talk behind your back?
Damn.
Well, I feel like we've already seen it, so I'm going to have to go with Zara. So.
Oh, my eye hurts. My eye hurts.
How are you gonna choose? What makes Zara the fakest Islander? Remember when I was like, Aaron, he gives off doesn't like black people vibes? He still gives that off. He gave that off in his season, and he's still giving that off now. Honestly, I want him gone by next week. And I think that's going to happen because the producers are purposely not showing him on the show. I want this to be his karma for being a bully on his season. I don't even know why he's here. I really don't know. Yes, we obviously see in week 3, tomorrow's episode, that Zara is going to clearly feel a type of way about 1, everyone attacking her, and 2, Tom just being fake. I really, really, really hope that she cuts him off. I really hope, because she's going to be a mug. She's going to look like a mug if she continues to be with him, because he clearly does not know what he wants. Clearly people are getting into his head about like him being with Olivia. People on the island clearly want him to be with Olivia, and he's seeing that, and it's ridiculous because it's like, why are you having all these people persuade you? Why don't you just come up with like, I don't even know with him. He's really pissing me off, and he needs to go as well. I don't know. Overall, this week is kind of just annoying. I feel like everybody's really pissing me off. I don't know. It's just annoying. I'm not really feeling anyone except Shaq and Tanya. They're my faves right now. And Tanyel, she's just funny. But otherwise, and then Will, yeah, Will is lovable. But everybody else is getting me tight. I don't know. This season is just, something is off about the season. I don't know if it's because everybody is trying to give main character energy or what. It's like they're either giving main character or they're so boring. It's like no in between. And it's just, I don't know, something is off. I hope things turn around by next week though, because otherwise, like, I don't know. It's mainly just couples. They really need to make up their mind by week 3. I think by week 3, I'm hoping that people make decisions. Because otherwise, it's like, I'm tired of the whole, it's still early days. It's not early days anymore. By week 4, it's not early days. Make up your mind. But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I will be doing weekly recaps of Love Island season 9 of the UK. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, like my video. And yeah, support your girl Brandy 4. I am coming out with the Love Island video very soon. So make sure you also tune in for that. Bye!